Welcome everyone for the first edition of the Italy Corporate Day by Euroland Corporate. I'm so pleased to have here Erika Padoan, the investor relation of Redelfi SPA. It is one of the leading companies in the development of BESS. So I'm really excited to have you here, especially because this year it's probably one of the years that you're actually breaking all the records, starting from the IPO. Your stock price is booming. I think it increased more than 600%. So really, a really success story to tell. So I'm really happy to be here with you.
Thank you to invite us.
Before we dive in, I'd like to, if you want to introduce Redelfi a bit more, and what's your core business, the sector you're in.
So Redelfi was established in 2008 in Genova, in Italy, and we are a licensed global company. So we provide intangible assets. We are active in the energy market, and we operating both in US and in Italy. And our business model doesn't include the construction of the BESS, but we're focused on as a developer of battery energy storage system. So BESS is one of the most fundamental structure at the moment in the infrastructure market. And our business model started with the land research, and has to be completed with the obtain of the authorization.
Okay.
So this is why our profit and loss is so easier to explain. So we have the cost, just including the employee, the technical external activities, and the revenue that are linked with the IR of our clients. So this is why we have a EBITDA margin over 65% in this semester, and we manage a profitable business. So for now, we manage a total pipeline, a global pipeline of BESS for about 9 gigawatt.
Great. So it's probably this thing of not being producer and not owning the plants, probably your biggest strengths. What would you think it is, your biggest strengths and probably, your best capabilities and your competitive advantage, compared to your competitors?
Yeah, for sure. We have a business model so lean, and this is the most important key of the successful of Redelfi. But we have to sum up in 3 elements our added value. The first one is a diversification in terms of geography. So we have the 2 pipeline in US and 3 pipeline in Italy. And this is a strategic approach to mitigate the risk, the political risk, and the change in law risk. The second one, I think that it could be the focus on our market, the energy market. So at the beginning of the year, we approved a spin-off operation, including all no activities, and it could be finished by the end of the year. And it permit us to concentrate the investment and the resources only in the energy market. And last but not least, the development service agreement. So the agreement that allow us to stabilize our cash flow. So when we think about the development process, we think in a process of a long duration. So maybe between 18 months to 36 months. And the cash inflow in the traditional way is just concentrated at the end of the gate 5, so at the end of the process, the authorization of when authorization obtained. Redelfi use another approach in Italy, and we've seen a development service agreement that allow Redelfi to have a recurrent revenue when each project reaching out a specific milestone. So this is why we could have a solid cash flow through the process.
Yeah, so definitely a valid business plan, and especially in a market like this that is booming. Renewable energy is inevitable, so it's for sure is market demand that is growing a lot. How you actually leveraging this booming, this growing demand, to make Redelfi grow?
So, first of all, we think that we are in the right time and the right market. So, the BESS is the fundamental at the moment for every country is evolve to avoid the blackout, to help the stabilize of the grid. So the battery energy storage system help to stabilize the grid, storing the extra energy from the renewables source and releasing it when it's needed. So I think that it's fundamental, and it's not just the renewables energy, but we promote an industrial solid business.
Okay. And I think, of course, the market is booming, and there are a lot of projects in the pipeline, a lot of projects going on. Can you maybe give us a little more details about the project and the initiatives that you're actually, bringing forward?
So in the project, in terms of project, we have 5 pipeline. So 2 pipeline in US, and we started to work in US in 2022, and in 2023, recognizing the high potential in the best Italian market, we start our activities also in Italy, and at the moment we have a 3 pipeline in Italy. One of the most important is the Bright Storage pipeline for about 3 gigawatt, and a lot of these projects are in advanced status.
Okay.
Behind the project, we promote a systemic growth. So it's not just a business that we see with the financial results, but also the positive impact with combined with a strong financial results.
You told me about all your projects that you're developing right now. They're actually producing results already. We have seen the H1 2025 result. There are excellent revenues, margins are growing. But what about the next stage, looking ahead in the next 3-5 years? What are the main goals that Redelfi is trying to reach?
In the brief term, the first goal will be offshore, to looking for another industrial partner to close another development service agreement in Italy and go ahead with the development in Italy and both in the development in USA, because they are 2 of the most important markets at the moment for the BESS. So offshore, we started to analyze a new market. So we'd like to go ahead with this type of market, in energy market, but maybe with an ancillary one, or switch with another geographical market, always in the best development or in this type of market. For sure, we have to start the sale of the most advanced portfolio in Italy, and we have to start in this process of the entire portfolio. After this first goal, we think to update our business plan aligned with these results.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see all these objectives, coming in reality. And just a look at the market. Of course, the investors reacted really well in the past 2-3 years since the IPO. Of course, we said it, more than 600% increase. But in order to reaffirm your investment case, why do you think investors, especially in the French market, should invest in Redelfi?
But first of all, for our global presence. So I think that we have in a good market at the moment. It's an important market in 2025 after the blackout, after the risk in the grid that we've seen in the worldwide. And after that, we promote an industrial solid model. So we are focused. We are dual focus. One is on one end the ESG criteria. So we are fully committed on sustainability, but we could integrate this committed with a solid industrial model. So we maintain an industrial mindset. And after that, we have behind the project a management team with over 20 years of experience in this type of market.
Great. Thank you very much for giving all us, this details specifically about your company,
Thank
the
you.
market. So I'm really excited and looking forward to seeing all your achievements. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. And see you for the next interview. Bye.